rolling up to a 4 block. Double touch. But for a sponsor video, YouTube, what is up guys? I am going to be reacting to the very first sponsor video that I uploaded to YouTube. Then at the end, I'm gonna tell you whether or not it actually got me sponsored. This is from 2008, which means the skateboard footage came before that. It's gonna be a travel down memory gold brick lane road. And also, FYI, I have a surprise at the end of this video, so it's gonna be really cool if you watch the whole thing. Especially if you've watched my videos for a long time. Let's just go. It's gonna start out with a bang. Except I failed right away. Why would it do that? Why would I put a failure at the first go? Maybe to show, I like the angle. That's honestly why I did it. But as far as, you know, a company wanting to sponsor me, putting a fail at the beginning, probably not a good idea. Regardless, I was so hyped on that heavy jump. I used to call it over-under, and I still am proud of that. I drive by that to this day, and I'm like, I did that one time. Actually, I did it twice, because I went back and shot a photo. All right. Oh, gosh, that rail was amazing. It was big, though. That was Brian Ames I smashed into. I 50-50'd it, and I front boarded it. Let's see the second angle. Yes. Okay. So that was all in one day. That rail was a bust. It was perfect. It's an 11 stair, but it was, I mean, look at what you're looking at. That's a pretty big 11 stair. That was probably my biggest front 50-50 I ever did. I tried to grind like a 21 stair one time, but only made it down 19 of the stairs. But this I was hyped on, and I was on top of my rail game back then. I actually went one step further and tried to lip slide it, but jumped down the whole thing and almost got sacked, and that scared the crap out of me. And also, I was just thankful that we got to skate it for like 10 minutes, however long it took me to do that. And to get a front board twice, a board side and a 50-50, I was super hyped. Pretty good start to the sponsor video, though. Let's keep going. Oh, this gap still exists. And I cleared that by a lot. I'm gonna watch that again. Oh, this terrible quality footage. I might clear it by too much, but either way, I had been wanting to 3-flip that gap for a very long time. I had done a kickflip, I'd done a back 180, I'd done a switch 180, but I never 3-flipped it. Did I hand touch? Because did I hand touch? Yeah, I did. It was casual, but for a sponsor video, not good. I can only imagine what my friend Steve would say about that. All right, so this is a good trick. Watch this. Okay. All right, here's more failures. And then I nailed it. Perfect. I had done that trick a handful of times. My friend Garrett filmed this. I liked the whole zoom out he did, and boy, I'm gonna watch that again too. I was not expecting to land that smooth that day. Perfect. I'm proud of my old self. That was fun. Funny thing, I actually board slid that without the ramp, but to do a board side heel flip without the ramp, that probably wouldn't happen. That was probably my favorite trick so far in this. Oh gosh. All right, I'm gonna pause right after this back lip. This was the best rail in skateboarding. I've been to California, I've been all over the place. This rail is no longer with us. It was at NKU in Northern Kentucky, and it was the best rail in skateboarding. All right, back lip. I do a lot on this though. So we got kickflip front board, little tic-tac, but I was very hyped on that. That's it. That's weird that okay, so I back 5-0'd it, I nose grinded it, I lip slid it, nollie nose slide, but that was sloppy. Didn't want to put that anywhere. Either way, but I did a lot on that, but I only used those 2 tricks. The reason why I probably didn't put more tricks in is because I wanted to keep it at 2 minutes. You know, by this point in my life, I learned that a sponsor video should be about like a minute to 2 minutes, and then it should have no music. Back then, 2 minutes was the standard. This day and age, I would probably say people want to see a smaller amount of footage, so maybe a minute of just the best. All right, so this right here, pretty smooth, but that was double. It's hard to see sometimes because it kind of goes fast. That was a backside double flip. That's not really a special spot, and that's not really a hard trick. Maybe I just wanted to show that I can do double flips. Back then, I probably thought it was a weird trick. Double and triple flips are much more common these days. Back then, people thought I was weird for doing double flips, so I probably thought that was a much cooler trick than I do now. Oh, this is I just humped the air. There, yep, yeah, I did. And I kind of like the swerve out, like that I tried to like stay away from the street while in the street. That ledge, I drove by it, and it was one of those things I was like, if I built a roll up to that, I bet you I could do it. And you know what? I think I can still board slide that to this day. It's nothing too crazy, but it's definitely an eye candy spot. It looks massive and big. Maybe I'll go back and do a half cab board slide on it, which really is not that much different, but it's a different trick if it still exists. Oh, this is a good line. Except, oh, that pushing was a little weird. All right. And this, a lot of times my friends, so that really wasn't pinched in, but it was smooth. And it was one of those things that I remember getting done with the line, and I was like, should I redo it? I want to like tweak out my front crook. And my friends were like, you're crazy, that was perfect. And when I was younger, I just listened to them. To this day, I'll be like, no, you can't, don't do a crook grind if you're not gonna like really pinch into it. But it was a solid looking line. I won't beat myself up too much. Oh, Hollywood high. All right, so lip slide. That was about 4 tries. After I landed that, I walked around front and Eric Ellington was there, and I actually got to hand him my sponsor video at the time taped to him on a VHS. That's how old this is. Go to the 16. I really wish I had a different angle of that, but I was hyped to do just to this day. I did the Hollywood 16. It's just bonkers crazy. I'm so thankful that I pushed myself to do that. And I actually got a bunch of other tricks on the 12 too, but the lip slide like this, I'm just trying to show the best of my best in this 2 minutes. And apparently I used skate park footage. So that's just a 3 double flip. Again, I thought that was, back then it was a much better trick to me than I think of it now. That was my friend Ian Abineri, by the way. We're rolling up to a 4 block. Double touch! Spider-Man off the wall. You can kind of see as I'm rolling away there. I am very happy because I think I had gone a couple sessions for this. No, you can't see that I'm happy because the footage is filmed on a calculator. But man, look at that pop. I mean, I popped it good and then I caught it so high, dude. Yeah, that had to feel good. All right, this ledge. Hold on, this next ledge was a little weird. Because I didn't really pop out of it, but if your truck got hung up on that, you're done. Not many tricks got done on that spot, but that was a fun front board. Here we go. Not the smoothest roll away at all that I ran to the bench, but I was really hyped I did a front board kick about. I haven't done too many of those in my life. I almost did it down a hubba one time, and I really wish I would have got that, but there's the one I landed on a bright pink blank from eBay. Go to a skate shop. I was broke. I was so broke, and I was just skating cheap decks. That does not look that scary. That is hands down one of the best front boards I've ever done in my life. That was so low and so sackable. And I started trying it as a joke, just like going really slow. And then I eventually realized like, I think I could do this. And oh, that was one of the most unreal rollaways. Like to land that, I was so hyped. This was a fun spot. Like a little bump up to grease vat, and the reason why it stops abruptly, I did land it, is because I was going into the bushes and I kind of quick turned. But I did it, and I did it pretty smoothly. I just thought the footage looked better if I cut it before I started turning. I like tic-tacked into a new direction. Ooh, 50-50 front board. That's the ledge I almost front board kick flipped. I'll show you the footage actually.
Oh yeah.
But I never got it. Okay, now do we have the, oh nope. We do have a backside 50-50 down a really big 12 stair. That is in Chillicothe, Missouri, and I went with a friend on like some family trip, and we just went walking around the town, like it's in the middle of nowhere, and we found a 12 stair, and I board slid it, and I backside 50-50'd it. Back when I would just find rails and grind them and do them, that was cool, just to go on a random trip that I didn't think I'd be able to skate, and getting like the biggest backside 50-50 I ever did. Oh gosh, this is one of my favorite lines ever. So 3 flip down to 5. To back 50-50, and without this next clip, that line wouldn't be as cool because I'm really hyped. This is probably my favorite one of these I've ever done. Just a really smooth backside 5-0. I'm gonna watch all of that one more time. I did the back 5-0 twice. The first one was terrible. The one you saw was really good. And I linked the backside 50-50 too, the way I did it. I think that was 2 different sessions though. Oh, what do we have next? One of my favorite tricks I've ever done. Again, this is one of those tricks, it's like even when I was trying it, I was like, I didn't think I was gonna do it. My friend had killed the rail, he smithed it and did all these things, and then I did this. Oh, it was so smooth. No one thought Andy was gonna get the best trick of the session. Probably my best back clip I ever did. And then, oh gosh, okay, so that nose grind. That's in Riverside, California at Poly High School. That rail might still exist. I had battled that nose grind for like the whole 3 or 4 months I lived out in Riverside. And then when my friends came out, right when I was about to move back home, I got it. The footage cuts, but like I react so great. I'm like, are you kidding me? I did it! It was really cool. And then nice little 50-50 finger flip out. That's it, that's the ender. I mean, that's a big 50-50 finger flip, but I don't know if I would do that as the ender. I don't know, it wasn't bad. All in all, it's not a bad sponsor video. The thing I would do differently, I would probably take out some of the, like the hand touches and stuff. As much as I like those clips, let your other skating speak louder for you than the clips that are near and dear to your heart. And if you're trying to get sponsored, one, the skateboarding industry is going through some times right now, so it's probably going to be hard to get sponsored, but don't let that stop you. Fight for it. If you're passionate about it, go out there, skate, get your best clips, and put a nice tight video together, like a minute to a minute and a half, and show it to your friends before you show it to somebody else. And really get some second opinions. Your friends, if they're real friends, they'll give you constructive criticism and tell you what you're doing great and what you could work on. Do it to a few different people. Then send it out there. This day and age, you can probably just send a link to somebody on Instagram and hopefully they like it, or send clips directly on Instagram. We had to mail in tapes back then. This was in 2008. So I was literally either on VHS or DVDs, whatever, I was mailing them out. And I'm gonna tell you whether this actually got me sponsored or not in 2 seconds, but it's in the skate park that I have the surprise. I will say that before that sponsor, I actually had a few sponsors. I rode for Impulse Skateboards, I rode for Navigator Trucks, I rode for PTS Shoes, and I rode for Crook Skate Shop. And then I sent that video out and I did get sponsored by a place called Afterlife Skateboards. I tried to look them up online, I couldn't find them. I think it was called Afterlife Skateboards, but it had a really cool art design and it reminded me of like AFI's like Art of Drowning era, if you know what that is. I got a package from them and I skated them and it just never went anywhere from that. But I got one sponsor package from that video and I was really hyped. And also Alex, hi Alex.
Hey man.
Should I tell them about the secret surprise that?
Please do.
Okay, where is it? Where are they? I was doing some spring cleaning and I found some very old skateboards that I had done art. You can actually find these videos and watch me creating them in like a time lapse, but look at that old graphic. So this is an old deck.
Yeah, I love it.
Brand new, but it's got like
artwork,
a
too.
Thanos. Can we actually take them out? Yep. There. So it was probably the year that Infinity War came out.
I would assume so.
That's a comic book Thanos. That's not the movie Thanos.
Okay.
It's pretty cool though.
That's your signature?
That's my little signature, yeah.
Looks great.
And then that
Still
graphics
great
too.
shape.
So what you probably assume by now is yes, we are giving these away. And then we got a good old Pokemon. And I love that graphic too.
Johnny
Jeez.
Gagger.
JP, you do good work. So I found these. I forgot they existed, and we're gonna give them away. So, and we have an online skate shop right here. We are lucky enough to still be working in the skateboarding world. We still love it, and
I didn't do that much damage to it.
so anytime from now until Sunday. What's the date on this? So today is the 26th. From now until the 30th.
Is that Sunday?
Like at midnight, like basically when it clicks over into July. On thisridecourse.com, any skateboard order, if you purchase a skateboard plus, when you're checking out in the comment section, the little note section, whatever you want to call it, just say like any reason why you want this art and you'll be put in a raffle and we're going to be giving them away separately. So 2 winners, and we'll probably honestly give away some runner-up prizes too, because you know there's some spring cleaning to be done. We'll find more stuff.
I hope you're goofy footed if you win this one.
Or you could just keep it.
That's true too.
Yeah, you could just
But how
put
do
it
you
up on a wall.
How do you display both sides? I mean, they're both great.
Yeah, that's true. I should have done it on such a gorgeous board.
What do you do? I don't know.
You just hold it and show it to people. Don't do that. Guys, thank you for watching this video. Hit the subscribe button if you'd like to see more. Remember, just board order. Leave it in the comments on why you should, why you want that artwork, and then you're in.
You have to fight me for it. I'm gonna win it.
All right, fight Alex. Take it easy, guys.